Happy Monday, guys. You're joining me about halfway through the day. Spent most of the morning doing some follow-up, reaching back out to customers, and just trying to tie up loose ends, see if anything's kind of floating out there that needed to be pushed through. Now, I am headed to our quarry lot to go swap out a vehicle because we have a referral coming in. Thanks to Mr. Guy on our 2024 Super Duty. So we have a 24 Lariat Ultimate F250 that's still lingering around, and we have a referral of his that's going to come down, pay cash for it, and take that bad boy home. So I'm getting loaded up. I'm actually taking a flatbed that we have here. It's a 9'6" flatbed non-dump. I'll take this up to the quarry, swap it out with the truck that I'm bringing back. I don't know where exactly I'm going to put this bad boy in that lot because that lot is pretty full, and this truck is a good bit bigger than the Super Duty we're bringing back. But we'll figure something out. That customer is going to be here in about 45 minutes to an hour to take a look at it. Now, fun fact, if you're not super up to speed on Super Duties, 24 Super Duties compared to 25s, when you're looking at like a Lariat Ultimate, like that one is, actually has some small feature differences with the 24 having more things than the 25. And I've talked to customers previously about this. Some of our customers that have bought 25 Lariat Ultimate Super Duties, small things, but one that always stood out to me as interesting is if you buy a 2024 Lariat Ultimate, it will have a power tilting and telescoping steering wheel. 25 doesn't have that. 25 has a manual steering wheel. I do believe the 24 also has Secura code and the 25 does not. But I believe they're bringing that back for 26. But little food for thought. We're gonna go get this picked up from over there. I'll show you guys what the situation's looking like down there when we get there. That's why I have the meta glasses on, so we can kind of get my POV of what that situation's looking like. So we're gonna head down there. We're gonna get after it. I'll see you guys down there. All right, guys, we're here, and the lot is packed, as you guys can see. Ton of vehicles over here. I did find what we're here for, which is that white F250 Lariat that is behind that Transit right there. So, plan is I need to get this Transit moved out. Transit will get moved out. Super Duty is behind it. I'm gonna try and stick the Transit back in there, and then I need to take the flatbed that I brought up here and find a spot to stick that in here too. It's all gotta work. The truck's all back in the bushes, everything. It's crazy. Got way too many cars. Way too many right now. Need to start moving them faster, that's for sure. Looks like somebody was using this bad boy to take a nap. That seat was leaned all the way back. But that is the goal. Let's see if we can sneak this out of here. And then get that Super Duty out as well. I'm gonna try and see, maybe if I hug this tight on Clary's side here, if I can bring the Super Duty past it and not have to block the road too much. More likely than not, I'm gonna leave my phone in here. I'm gonna leave this AC running, but more likely than not, this video is gonna get cut off. When it does, I will initiate another section. I'm gonna take you guys along for the full ride of what it's like moving this stuff around. It is definitely not fun. We have them in here pretty tight. We do have some little spaces though. There's a couple of gaps in the middle that we can fix, like right there. But that won't be happening today because we need to get, we need to get these vehicles out of here. Mr. Cricket. So we can sell them. And then we can come back at another time and try and reorganize stuff. Power tilt steering wheel. So nice, like I said. No diesel in this, of course, as well. We're going forward. So we are pretty clear on all sides, but I do want to drop that. Alright, got that window down. Front sensors are just reading bushes. I'll pull this out and through. And I think our plan's gonna work out fine. Just sneak this side by side. Perfect. Now we're gonna leave this here. We're gonna leave keying this running as well. Let that cool off, because it is good and hot today. I'll take advantage of all the AC I can get. Hop back in our Transit. It is just me, but I swear this Transit door feels like it doesn't open as much as it's supposed to. But maybe I'm just tripping out. Get this backed in there. At least a majority of these Transits, and majority of the Fords in general, honestly, have really nice backup cameras. It definitely makes it a little easier, especially when you're moving some of the bigger vehicles. I mean, if you get a Super Duty that's got, you know, a 360 camera on it, I think it's honestly really easy to drive. There's no problem at all. Right now, this one doesn't have sensors. As close as we can go there. Set the e-brake. Alright, now grab my phone. That's the rig I've been using lately. It's got an extendable selfie stick with the selfie monitor on it. I've been enjoying that a lot lately compared to using the gimbal setup. Just a little easier to set up for whatever reason. I don't know. I've just been enjoying it for the most part. Now, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this Super Duty out over to where I have the flatbed at. I need to swap the keys from the flatbed into this unit, and then this bad boy is gonna go back to the store. But we gotta try and sneak that flatbed back in there. Stickers all over my pants, of course. All over. Guess we'll address that after we get up out of here. Set that down. Pull this out to where I have that flatbed double parked over there. Alright. Clip number 3 now. Since supposedly the Meta glasses were gonna come out with an update that moved it to 5 minutes of recording time, but I am on the latest firmware and I do not have 5 minutes of recording time, so don't know what that's all about. But mine don't do it. 3 minutes at a time only. So that was 6 minutes of moving vehicles already. Now we're on to clip number 3, which will get us out to 9 minutes. I don't know why I'm picking these off now. I'm probably going to pick up more in that grass in a second. It just bothers me. Don't like having these stickers all over me. All right. Pull this up. Throw the keys into our other Super Duty over there. And we're gonna back this bad boy in there and hope that we can get it at least halfway tucked in where it's not ridiculously blocking everything. Let's toss these keys over there. Tons of keys on that keyboard. This bad boy put in. Not gonna make it in one turn. Alright, that's 9 minutes into the journey now. We're on to clip number 4 as we back this flatbed in here. Luckily, like I said, I believe this is a... you know what? I said this was a 9'6". This might be a 12'6". I don't know. Yeah, I think this is a 12'6". This does seem like it's longer than that F550 we sold a couple months ago, if you guys remember that. Swing this bad boy and get it some angle. Get it back in there as far as we can without hitting this transit. That is about all she wrote. I don't think we're gonna be good with that, to be honest. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get busted for having these trucks here, but you know what? That's how it's gonna have to be for now. There is no real way to get anything else in here. It is all full up. So that's where she's gonna stay. Now, let's go grab that nice 24 up there. Hang this key back on the board. Yeah, the other key is in the cup holder. And we're gonna head back to the dealership. So, thank you guys for coming along for the ride. Enjoying the struggles of getting stuff moved around on the lot. I'll see you guys back at the dealership. I'll update you guys when we get done with that deal. And hopefully I can shoot some content today with that Bronco Raptor that just came in, because I have some thoughts on that. See you guys a little later.